Hello there, everybody. We are now up and running. We're live. We're going to give it just a couple of minutes just to get a few more people on here, get themselves ready. And I think I might just get my camera ready. That often seems to work. Just like that. Here we go. Here we go. Let's have a look. Is that about right? Is that to our liking? I think so. That's better. That's better. Let's have a look. And how is everybody? How is everybody? Not quite. Not quite. Not quite. There we are. There we are.
That's better.
Yes. Lovely. Thank you, webcam. Okay. How are we doing? What do you reckon? Shall we start?
I can start with introductions.
Yes. Have you got a drum? Maybe you're not got a drum. We've got a video we put up recently, which is the, what's it called? It's called the No Drum, ? What to use instead. So we've got various things here. Could be a Tupperware container, left over from Christmas. This is my protein powder jar. Dig this out from a couple of years ago from your holiday. Tourist drum. These are fantastic. If you ever get hold of these water bottle containers, make a really nice sound. So there's lots of things you can do, but maybe you might just have your legs. You could do it on your knees. I'm always drumming on my knees. In fact, if you ever noticed, if you ever came across other drummers, you probably noticed they do that. Okay, it's called percussionitis. Apparently, that's right. This is this thing where people just can't stop. They get the drumming bug and they tap and tap away. And we've got our hands. There's going to be clapping in this. Okay, there's so much we can do with clapping. So, what time is it? 11:02. Should we start proper? Let's start proper. Okay, so this is it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Lockdown Family Drum Class. I'm Steve Rivers from Unbeatable Energy, and this is my family, which are joining in with me. This is my wife, Nikki.
Hi.
And this is my daughter, Jasmine.
Hi.
Say hello over there. That's it. And it's going to last about 20 minutes long. And it's for everybody. So it's for you kids and it's for you mums and you dads. It's mums and dads and kids and carers and brothers, sisters. It's for everybody. Or even if you're on your own, take part. All it's about just getting ourselves smiling, getting a bit of joy into our lives and getting the groove factor into your household as we cope with these difficult times. So if you've only just arrived, as I was mentioning before, it's great if you've got a drum, but if you haven't got a drum, well, as long as you've got some sort of firm surface that you can play against, you'll be able to take part. You could have a table. Could be a table. It could be just your knees, or if you've got a lunchbox, or if you've got some Tupperware like this, anything like that, all those things will do, or even if you're lucky, a water bottle. I know I've already said that twice. If you came in here and you were the early bird, tourist drum as well, anything like that, just so that you can participate. Okay, so just while you're getting a few of those things, I'll just tell you about myself. So I've been specializing in West African drumming and other kind of percussions, samba, Afro-Cuban. I've done this for about 25 years, sharing the joy of rhythm with hundreds and thousands of people of all ages, all over the UK and very occasionally overseas. And this isn't going to be specifically a traditional African drumming class, but obviously a lot of my inspiration comes from the grooves I've learned in Africa. It's more just going to be a generic experience of drumming, and importantly, drumming together, because for my kind of drumming, that is what it's all about. And so obviously this is a virtual drumming together. Okay, so one little thing before we're going to start. Yes, I'm taking off my watch just here, and I'm just going to put it down somewhere safe. It's a safety thing with the watch, just because I'm aware that there's a glass face, just in case it slips around. If you imagine knocking on there, you just want to be careful that something like that doesn't shatter. And also, just be mindful if you're wearing rings as well, you might want to take off your ring. If you have a drum, we're going to be playing most of the time in the middle, but sometimes if you're playing just off the edge, just around here, it can knock a little bit. So maybe take it off and put some tape around it. And I think we've covered everything. So we're going to get started now. So we need to get our hands. I'm going to put our hands onto the drum like this, and we're going to do a really simple game to get everyone warmed up and going. And it's called Go and Stop. All right, I think it says it all, doesn't it? I'm going to shout out go, and then we're going to start. We're going to go crazy drumming as fast as we can until I shout out stop, and then we're going to stop. Simple as that. Are we ready, guys? Are we ready? And go! Stop! Oh! I love drumming. I do. I've done it 25 years, but when I just get that first experience, I love it. Let's have another go. Okay, let's put our hands on the drums here. You ready? And go! Stop! Oh, you know what? I think I can hear them. I can. Maybe it's just down the road. Let's have another go. Ready? And should we make this one a little bit longer this time? Okay, let's put our hands on here. Ready? And go! Oh, stop! Oh, that was great. Let's do a little short one. Ready? And go! Stop! And go! Stop! And go! Stop! Oh, we're getting silly now, aren't we? Getting silly. All right. Okay, so next thing is, let's just do a few of these. We're going to wriggle our shoulders a little bit. Let's go the other way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's get our arms out. Okay, let's do the zombies. Like that. Okay, and let's get our hands like this. There we are. There we are. And now let's do floppy fingers. Floppy fingers and shake. And now what do you do? I want you to flop your hands on the drum. Flop like that. Okay. So now we're going to play a game called I Can't Be Bothered. All right. Let's put our hands on the drum. All right. And it's time for I Can't Be Bothered. So the Can't Be Bothered is to help us feel that dropping down. So I'm going to say something that often makes us feel like I can't be bothered. So let me think. Okay, kids. Okay. How about we all finish this and go off and do the washing up? Oh, I can't be bothered. Oh, God. So you lift up your arm from the elbow and you just drop it. Oh, I can't be bothered. Okay, how about this, kids? Okay, because it's the weekend, why don't you wash the car? Oh, okay. Hoover the house. Oh, school homework. Oh, no. Oh, I can't be bothered. Oh. So it's just like that. It's just like, oh, lazy. Oh, I don't know. Okay, so we're going to keep this going. Can't be bothered. But we're picking up a little bit of momentum. And as we do, we're not lifting our hands quite as high. Yeah? So it's making smaller smaller, 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 until it becomes a shuffle. Let me just, in case you didn't hear that. So we're kind of going high, we're dropping our arms, dropping our arms, dropping our arms, and we're going to get a bit faster, and then it may become smaller movement until it's a little shuffle at the end. Should we do it again? You ready? And high, and drop, 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 lovely. One more time. And a bit like a ping pong ball. Bounces high. Bounces smaller, 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 smaller. Okay. Right, let's get into some groovy rhythm work now. So I'm going to do 2 beats. I want you, for this time, rather than rushing in, boys and girls, and having you go straight away, spend some time listening to it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a backing track on now. I'll put a little backing track. I'm just going to check the levels. How are we getting on? Just check the bass. That's good. Okay. Does that sound about right, everyone? Yeah? Right, so I'm actually, tell you what, I'm going to do this with clapping, first of all right? So I'm going to do 2 claps. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, I really like this. I need to do this first. Okay, here it is. It goes. Okay, do you want to join in with me? Let's have a go together. Are you ready? Ready, steady, here we go. And again. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 of them. And it's going to go like this. Just listen first. Like that. Are we ready, guys? And again. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. Here we go again. Okay, let's have a go on the drum. Let's get your hand, whatever you are playing on. And let's do it again. Ready? After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 2. Okay. Oh, so we do 1. Let's do 1 first. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Here we go. Let's try 2. Here we go. Here we go again. 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 All right. Fantastic. That was fun. Now, a couple of little variation we can do on that. I mean, we were using one hand, maybe the other one's going, hey, what about me? So let's give this one a little bit of an action. Okay. I don't know, maybe you're using your left, maybe you're using your right, but we could alternate it. So we could go like that. Yeah. There's a little bit of a swing in this music as well. And if I just play it again, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you one with a swing. I'm going to show you one with a swing, but I'm also going to put one in there which is maybe not quite so good. I want to see if you can hear it. That's with a swing. Ba, 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 ba. How about this one? How about that?
It's going to hurt your hand as well.
Yeah, it's going to hurt, isn't it? It's not working, is it? Not that one. Okay, he wants to have a bit of a. Yeah, with a. Let's try it. So this hand, then this hand, that hand. And I think we should put a clap, one clap afterwards. Let's try that. Already? This hand, that hand, clap. This hand, that hand, clap. This hand, that hand, clap. Here we go. This hand, that hand. Here we go again. 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 This hand, that hand. Oh, very nice. I'm just going to stop this a minute because what we're going to do is we're going to take it to the next level. So that was great. How did you get on? If you got yourself a little bit confused with that, just go back a little bit, back a step. Maybe just try the one hand. Main thing is see if you can get that kick, that da da. It's that feeling you get in the music. So what we're going to do now, we're going to raise the bar a little bit. And this da da is I'm going to put more beats in there now. And what I want you just to listen again to this, and I'm going to play it on my own, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So this time it's going to be like this. It's going to go. It's going to go like that. And I'll do it a few times again on my own. I've actually got some words for this. I like to call this rhythm. I call it tickly feet. Yeah, tickly feet, tickly feet. Like that. You can maybe even dance this with your feet. Tickly feet, tickly feet. Let me try it again. Let me play it again. And 4, 3, 2, I go. Tickly feet, tickly feet. Just like that. Yeah. Now, there's a couple of things that I do when I play that rhythm that helps me play it. And what I try and avoid is having to move really quickly with my arms 4 times and have to lift my hands. I like to do, remember we did that shuffle before? We did a bit of that before, didn't we? It's a little bit of that, but it's also got, I do a little lift with both my hands at the beginning. I do a little one, not a really high one like that, just a little quick one like that. So let's just do this first of all, just very simple thing. Just there, and there, and again. Should we try it? Ready, guys? And again, and again. And you're dropping down, a bit like I can't be bothered, but as you do it, put a little shuffle at the end and maybe say tickly feet at the end of that. All right, let's have a go. Let's just do one. Ready? 4, 3, 2, we'll left, tickly feet. Very good. Well done, guys. Well done. Let's have another go. 4, 3, 2, left, tickly feet. And one more time. 4, 3, 2, left, tickly feet. And one more time again. 4, 3, 2, left, tickly feet. And if we do 2, we're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1, tickly feet. And make sure you lift the second time, because the lift the second time means that you just get everything nicely ticking over in time. let's put the music, because the music helps us get the feeling. So let's start the music again. Here it comes. It's going to have a little call at the beginning. Okay? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. Very nice. I think we could do something fun. Maybe instead of the clap, we could try a high five. Now, I've got two people either side of me. I think we just need to decide who's going to do the first high five. Is it going to be you, Jasmine? Maybe you? Okay, and then the next one, we'll do you, Vicky. All right? So you decide. You organise yourself. Might have two, or there might be three of you. Let's have a go. Ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 2, 3, 5. 5. Here we go. 5. This way. 5. Here we go. 5. Here we go again. Here we go again. 5. How about I read it crossways like that? Here we go. Cross. Here we go again. Cross. Here we go again. Cross. Here we go again. Juicy, juicy mango. And let's have a little dance in between this time. You ready? Here we go. Here we go again. Here we go again. Juicy, juicy mango. Juicy, juicy mango. Never forget your raincoat today. 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 Juicy, juicy mango. 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 Here we go. Here we go. Juicy, juicy mango. Here we go. Juicy, juicy mango. Here we go. Juicy, juicy mango. Juicy, juicy mango. Juicy, juicy mango. All right. Well done, guys. How did you get on, everybody? Did you enjoy that? So the little thing here I've got to mention, it might take a little bit of practice, but we're going to be doing these every week. And you always remember is that if anything's a little bit too hard, you can go back to the easy one you did before, just that one there. And what we're going to do, we plan to have this every Saturday, same time, 11 a.m., 20 minutes of your time, and we're going to put a little bit of continuity. So we'll come back to that rhythm we just did, but we're going to bring in a couple more rhythms. And we think we'll put in the juicy, juicy mango. Did you hear me say that? We're going to put that in there. And it's really nice because this new rhythm we're going to do next week, it sort of answers that one back. So I thank you so much for sharing the joy of drumming with us and watching this with us. I hope you've had a great time. Please like the video, share it with your friends and family. Send any comments, things that worked, maybe some things that you think could be improved. We're very happy to take that on board. And so that you could be reminded of the next videos coming up and other videos which we bring out, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel, Unbeatable Energy. Thank you so much for taking part, and maybe just remember, put on your watch and ring just so that it's back to where it was. and we'll tune in. See you next week. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.